This is White on the screen. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning team receptions for White.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be caught at the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Let's go. That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Mayfield going to run with it
inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Forced out to his left.
And Baker going to run with it for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
I guarantee you if this was real life, there would be some people thinking that the
Patriots would win. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Because they're in Foxborough and they have the
fielded about a yard deep.
Same win percentage
and the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He hits White, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's all in here by Edmond. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And a dump off to White. And he gets the first down yardage he needs.
No time!
Brought down at the 6.
Let's go!
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Mayfield off the play fake. Being chased out left. They'll let it.
Picked off.
Yeah, that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mayfield on play action. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a